What's up, family? Hope you're doing well. My name is Parchment. And today, I don't see too many videos about the Quad Cortex talking about playing horn through it, especially trumpet. And so I decided, why not just make a patch with you all together of just, some nice effects and some things that I would set up when I make my own to go out and gig. I got the Quad Cortex to kind of just fill in the gaps, like I had a bunch of pedals and just got a little cluttered. And then at the same time, I had a TC Helicon Voice Live Play that I had for 10 years. And I just feel like I was outgrowing it. I felt the sounds felt a little, they sound like they were attempting to be what I wanted them to be, but there were limitations. And I just wanted more control. So I decided the Quad Cortex would be the best thing because, one, of course, I have 8 different switches that I can control. 2, I have plenty of outputs. And 3, why not, right? I also appreciate the 2 inputs. I'm actually recording right now into the Quad Cortex with my voice. And so when I pull up the screen, which I'll do, I guess I'll do right now, you can see this bottom row I have here is input 2, which is my microphone. And this top row that I have here, which is input 1, we're going to build out for trumpet and such. Now I'm testing out this microphone here. This is a Neumann microphone, and it is the K something. It's a KK14. It's a condenser clip-on, and it seems to be really nice. I've already gigged a couple, about 2 or 3 gigs with it, and it's really nice. And so we're going to see how it goes here, okay? Now, I already did a run-through video of some of my favorite patches that I already have in my general setup, but just wanted to do some time to break down what it's like to build one and what I would consider. So I guess step 1 would be when I try to emulate what it's like to go into a studio and capture sound that way. How can I make that sound but live? So the first thing I think about is a preamp of some sort. And so I found a couple really good ones online in the app, but let's see if I go to captures and then I'm in my downloads. I downloaded a bunch of things. One thing that I love so much is the Avalon 737. So we might go with that, but I also have this Neve 1073. And those are both really cool. So we'll test a couple things. Also, this color box is pretty cool too. But we'll get there. Let's start with the Avalon. And so, before we do that, let me undo. Because I want you to hear my trumpet just as is, raw. I also assigned the volume of my mic to an expression pedal, and so I could just turn it off. So I'm going to do that. Just play trumpet. All right, so that's the clean sound of my trumpet. It's just raw microphone straight into the device, as you see. Cool, great. So the first step, like I said, we're gonna grab a preamp, and I like to use the Avalon. Great. So out of the box, let's see what it sounds like. Let's turn it off. off and compare. One of the things I always like to do first is just bring down some of the, not the volume, but the treble. Let's bring that down to -1. Then I want to bring up the bass up to, we'll start with +1, and I also like to cut some mids. Let's bring that down to -2. And also, I really want to hear some of what this capture of the Avalon, has to offer. I want to make it work. So I'm going to bring the gain up a little bit. Let's try it at 1, just so we can see. And let's also bring the volume up to 1. So let's turn it off. Great, now let's turn it on. I can already hear a little bit more warmth. I'm going to turn the bass up just a little bit more. Let's try it too. Let's see what we're working with. And I'm also going to bring bass down to 2.5. Leave the treble where it is and bring up the volume. Come on now. There we go. Now I heard a little bit of clipping, it sounds like to me. So I'm going to check my out levels. So I can just click the out and then I can see what's happening. So, oh, sorry, in the wrong. So I can see. All right, we're good. We're still in green, so maybe it's just me. But let me check the input too. Let's bring that down a little bit. All right, we'll start there. Cool. All right, so after I do that, next thing I want to do is kind of make everything a bit consistent. So let's bring in a slight compressor, just a little bit. Now we have a bunch of different options. The one I've used is the Jewel. I don't know, just sounded cool. So let's bring it down, bring the EQ down, and just see what we have here. So at 0. Cool. Let's bring it up to where they had it at 5, just to hear. Yeah, it makes everything a little too consistent for me. So I'm going to bring this down. So let's try, let's see what 3.5 does first. for now. Let's see what this EQ is talking about. They had it at 5. Why not? I'm not sure exactly what that does. But if you hear a difference, I don't really hear one as much right now. But I'm going to just bring this down to 4 for the sake of it and keep it pushing. Right. Next step I'm going to do is let's add an EQ. We have a couple nice options, but let's just go with Preamp 3. All right. Let's do a high pass first. Turn off my mic. You know what, actually, I'm going to bump these numbers up. Let's go to 8. So I want more options. So yeah, I'm going to first again do a high pass and get that around. Let's do 25 just for the sake of it. Oh, sorry, let's do 30. Great. Next thing I'm going to do is bring up some of these highs again, just a little bit. And yeah, this is fine. Having it at peak. I'm going to bring down some mids and raise it up around 1K. Now when I get to 5, it's 1 5, turn on for me. I want to do a low pass, but oh, there you go. That's how to turn it on, off. Okay, cool. Let's do a low pass. Let's see where we are. It's not bad. Cool. Now, did we just crash? We did just crash. Oof. Let's come back. So that's fun. Thankfully, things are still going on well in the Quad Cortex itself, but the app, Cortex Control, just crashed. So that's fun. Let's see if we can come back. I think we're in good shape now. Cool. That was scary, but okay, we're good. So as I was saying, I'm a little out of order, but I want to add a reverb so I can hear some of, some of the reflection, some space, and so I can hear a bit more texture. Let's just go with Simple plate should be fine. Let's see what we have. All right, not bad. I'm gonna bring the mix down to 30, but I'm gonna like I said, this is just for now. I'm actually gonna update it, but I just want to hear a couple things first. So I'm gonna put this at the very end. I'm gonna put this at the very end. I don't know if that caught, but cool. Let's add. What should we do next? Now we can add some fun stuff. So this is like ground, zero basic things that could be on at all times, which is great because now you have a consistent sound and you know what's going to happen. Now, one of the things I like to do at times is have a chorus. So I think that might be under, let's see, modulations. Chorus, great. You have a vintage chords. That's really nice. And so here's without it. With it. Now let's turn that mix up 100% just to really hear it. Nice, okay. Really liking what I'm hearing. So let's get dramatic with it. So we got the width at 70, let's bring it up to 100. Let's get the chorus rate, I like a slow chorus. And I just want to hear how that sounds. That's pretty cool. All right, so this is a chorus. If I was to bring the rate auto, up more, it would sound like this. It's a bit too busy for me, it really sounds too out of tune for a trumpet. But if I bring it at a slow rate like I had it in the 50s, it's pretty nice. Now there's another really cool chorus here that I also think is nice, is the Dream chorus. Sorry, the Dream chorus. They have it both in mono and stereo. Let's check out stereo. Sorry, let's check out stereo. All right. So mix, let's bring the speed down to like 15. And then depth, put at 75 and see what happens. Not bad. Let's see what mode does. So we have channel 1. What's channel 2? No idea what the channels do, but okay, let's keep it on 1. Keep it simple. Great. And I'm also going to now assign this. So if I hit these 3 dots here, if I hit these 3 dots here, something's supposed to happen. Well, maybe if I hit enter. Okay, there we go. Cool. So if I hit these 3 dots, now it goes. We're going to assign to a foot switch. And is it funny that I like to assign my chorus to C because it starts with C? Yeah. So now it's there, and I probably should put a camera on my actual Quad Cortex, but next time, just trust me, I can turn it on and off with the switch now. Nice, cool. Turning it off, because the next thing I want to add, actually, let me do a delay quickly, because why not? That's a good delay. Let's do a digital stereo delay. Let's put the mix at 30, because why not? It's going to bother me. And then let's put a ping pong on. I like to sync it. Let's do a quarter note. Sorry, I like half notes a lot. I have the tempo currently set at 120. So what does that sound like? Let's add the chorus with that. Now, let's add, I like to normally add the delay to, either like G or H, because why not have it at the end? The same with the reverb. But we're going to add another reverb. So let's do G. Great. Now, let's do an octave. So if we go to pitch, we can do mini. Let's do just a poly octave. I don't want octave above, just a sub. So let's put this at 40. And see how we sound. Let's turn it up a little bit. Let's try 60 just to hear it. That's a nice mix right there. Now, if I wanted to add the octave above, I could. Let's put that at like 50. 50-ish. Oh, look at that, 50. There we go. And you know what? Let's take out the dry. So you see on trumpet, the octave above doesn't really sound good. So let's bring my dry back. Let's bring this down. If you notice, at least when I played the initial note, the bend was there, but then during the delays, it sounds like the pitch bend I just didn't really track as well. Things to note, but yeah, we're cool. Once again, I'm taking away the octave up, keeping this up, and we will assign this to G. Cool. Now, if you notice, it looks like we're running out of space. But what we could actually do is somehow well, I know we could do a split. So what are we going to do? Let's actually bring these reverbs down. Oh, there we go. And then there we go. We have a split now. And then I'm going to take this S, which means split, and I'm going to move it here. So that means we have all this space with these two more slots, and then this slots down here to add more things. And then all this whole signal will go boom. But I think, yeah, you know what, we'll go here. We can't go there. Okay. So let's keep adding. Let's do something fun. Let's do a filter. Envelope filter. It's fun. Let me take away that. It's pretty nice right there. I mean, that's kind of killing. You get up and lower the sensitivity, but I kind of like it the way it is right now. So I'm just going to rock with it. Let's assign it to envelope E. Okay. Great. Turn it off though. Because next step we're going to add, what do we have in the modulation section? A lot. Okay. What about a flanger? Let's check out this digital one. Cool. So, of course, you can sync it with BPM, but let's see if we turn up the rate. What does that sound like? Yeah, a little too fast. So let's keep, like I said, same thing with the chorus. You want to keep it a little low, so it's not too many waveforms crashing against each other all the time. But now, let's open the depth, open the width. I like it. You know, why not widen that out? And let's see what feedback does. Let me play something besides these same keys. That's beautiful right there, man. I'm loving it, just as it is. Now, if I hit negative as opposed to positive and the polarity, what does that do? Who knows? But hopefully you heard something. I can't really hear everything that well, but it's okay. Page 2, we have anything interesting? Just the volume. Okay, cool. Now, of course, we're going to rearrange a couple things because I definitely want my Octave early in the signal and things of that nature. But cool. What about some Overdrive? A whole bunch of guitar stuff I have no idea about. Any, mini, money, mo. Exotic sounds interesting. Oh, before we do that though, sorry. Flanger. Obviously, we got to assign it to F. Great. And of course, you can assign all these to expression pedals, but for right now, I only have one. And like I said, I'm using it for my volume, but you know, you won't have two channels going at the same time most of the time. So, you know, do what you want. Great. So I'm going to turn it off. And now I'm going to, like I said, go here, go to overdrive, and exotic sounds interesting. Exotic sounds interesting. So let's see what we're talking about. I'm just going to play. That was on killing with the Octave. Oh, that's killing, that's killing, that's killing. Now we'll go really nice with that. Of course, it's a nice, huge reverb. Now, I know we only have one, but that's just like, I'll make that into like our leave on space reverb. But here we have an option for a bigger one. So let's go Hall. Let's get a nice in the mix. Let's go 45 point something. Decay. Let's make it a little big. And leave it here and see what happens here. It right there is beautiful, man. I'm gonna move this down so that the delay and everything is involved in it. But that's really nice. We have two more slots, but like I said, I'm gonna assign this one to H. Look at that, it's Hall, so why not go to H? Great. And so we have one more slot. Let's have some fun with it. Let's do another pitch thing. Let's do let's do Minivoicer. Let's do Minivoicer. So what's cool about this is that you can have two voices. And so I'm gonna have, well, let's see what's already here by default. Interesting. All right, so if we look, we have voice 1, volume level, voice 2, volume level. That's fine for now. Let's see what we can do. Interval 5th and 6th, or -6. So, notice how we're in a specific key. Do you know that? Let's go chromatic, because ill, right? Brother, ooh. Great. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I was right, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's make this 4. Let's do what does this sound like? So that's suspended. Back to 4 is major. I'm also turn this top voice up a little bit. Minor. Nice. Okay, cool. So this is another thing to have. I'll put that at A for now. But I like suspended because that gives me more flexibility and options. I can play it. And if you checked out the previous video I had, I actually assigned the voice 1 to expressing pedal, and so I had it set for 3, a range of 3 notes, and so I had 5, 4, and 3, so suspended, major, and minor. It's pretty cool. We're just going to assign this to A, and now switches and everything are set up. Cool. So let's see what we have here. First thing I want to do is this octave here. I want to put after the EQ. Great. I have my chorus here. Great. Envelope filter. I have the flanger, F. And I have my reverbs. Great. And so overall, this is a pretty good setup. Like I said, if I wanted to keep things more clean, option to do that. And then, of course, I'll probably turn this reverb that I have built in down a bit, just to, give my horn just some nice space. You know what I mean? That's pretty fun for me. And then when I'm ready, I can just do what I want. Now you can always touch and turn things off. So, you know, we can have some fun now. Cool. And then I'd obviously just name it something, and that'll be that. But overall, let's get this out of here. Overall, this is how I would build a Quad Cortex preset where I can have just, a stomp mode and have essentially 8 pedals at my disposal on top of having a nice foundation of things, nice compression. You can also add a gate if you need to. And yeah, it's a fun system. So let me know what you think and let me know what you would add and what you would take away. But this video is long enough. I appreciate your time. If you find this video valuable, please be sure to, add a like, tell a friend or an enemy. If you're a harm player, you probably got some enemies. But either way, I appreciate your time and discourse. All the best to you.